Hey everyone, it's Jackie Potter with Compass. I'm here at one of our newest renovation projects that just completed here at El Paraiso. Come on in, let's meet the guys responsible and check it out. I'm joined here right now with Abel Ramos, who works for Compass, and he was the realtor that represented these clients when they purchased this home. And I'm also here with Kellow of Kellow Construction, who was the mastermind behind the renovation that we're in. So hi guys, how are you guys?
Hey, doing well.
You guys did a great job on this renovation, but before we get into it, let's kind of take a step back and talk a little bit about what this looked like before it looked like this. Abel, can you kind of give us some scoop on what it was like when you looked at this house with them?
Definitely. So we're going to bring some before photo video up actually here. And the one thing I can tell you was there was this massive wall right when you walked in. So Kyle actually opened up this entire space to what we're standing in today. And the backyard area, you'll get to see, needed a lot of work. Hadn't been touched in decades. And everything about this home was completely original from 1970s, was it 1970s or so? So everything was original, no upgrades had been done to this property. So it's been a complete transformation that Kellow took this property through.
So when Kellow came in on this project, we first came in on the house, it's pretty typical in these 1970s homes there's an energy, there's a staleness, there's old materials, there's worn out fixtures. So updating is always something that just is pretty common with this age era. You know, it's 50 years old. But also on top of that, we noticed some structural inconsistencies and some problems that we needed to resolve. So we were looking forward to digging in and kind of getting things updated, but also getting things safer and more current with current technologies.
Definitely. I think that's one of the most important things, not just, the aesthetic aspect, but making sure the bones of the home are going to be good. I know these clients really wanted this to be their forever home. So with that in mind, what were some of the challenges of this construction?
Well, there weren't a ton of challenges, to be totally honest. I mean, this was a complete design build. So we worked with the clients directly to narrow down their design selections and then create this flow, this finished product that was going to be just perfect for them to retire in. So the biggest challenges in there are just the vast array of options that one has. And so it's just our job to just kind of narrow those down. And then once we do, we usually hone in on the construction stuff pretty easily.
Well, you guys did a great job in doing that. And I know Abel, the clients came to you and kind of asked for some recommendations of some local people. I know you gave a few names. What was it that really connected Kellow to these clients?
We always provide, multiple choices of vendors when a client asks us for a recommendation, right? I feel like that's always in the best interest of everyone involved. The reason why Kellow was at the top of that list for me when making that recommendation was purely from the understanding of how the client wanted to be communicated with. The types of expectations they had in play or in place when I represented them. So I really started from there and looked to see who could offer that high-touch concierge service through the construction, experience. And so right off the bat, I thought of Kellow. He was at the top of the list along with 3 other contractors that I love and endorse. But he was the one that I strongly said, hey, you should talk to this guy because he'll be able to get you through, get the project done, and have an enjoyable experience, while you're going through it with them. So,
right, it's super important to have that kind of background. And Kyle, when you're up against some other contractors, when you look back, what are the things that you really think connected you with these clients that made you the right choice for this project?
On a personal level, it was just a matter of trust and communication. That when we first met these clients, it just all fell into place really quick. And usually, if it's good, it usually stays good. And that means we can work through the difficult stuff together. We can resolve issues. We can solve problems together, which, clients are innately involved, and integral and making sure that this is going to be perfect for them. And so just a general sense that we just enjoyed each other.
Yeah, that's really important, you know, to have the right person, but also to have the person you're going to enjoy coming up with maybe challenges with, or you know, being creative with, whatever it is. You just want to make sure that you guys are really working as a team. And obviously taking a look around this place, it shows that everybody worked as a team. I think it's time to take a look at some of the cool features in this house. What are some of the things that you guys really love about this house that you noticed? Personally, I love the bathrooms, the tile choices, the fixtures you guys did. It's modern, but it's still timeless. It's going to last until, you know, forever for them. What are the things that you feel are most special?
Well, you're asking a builder, so I love the stuff that you don't see. I love what we did to this home to the bones. We rebuilt this whole place and made it super structurally sound. There's new shear walls. We reframed all the imperfections. We made these walls perfect. That's what I love, because it set up all these finishes for perfection. But as far as finishes go, I love these big AG Millworks doors. They're pocket doors, built in Ventura. I really am just infatuated with them. I love all the Bosch appliances, super durable, really fun to use. Some of them integrate with apps. The Lutron lighting system is really cool. It all plugs into your phone. You can program individual lights to different settings when you're away, etc. And lastly, I mean, there's so many things. We really enjoyed putting these permeable pavers in around the house. I'm excited to see a huge downpour now to make sure that water's running off per Santa Barbara's requirements.
So while Kyle enjoys the perspective of a builder, I always come in and see, how do they increase the value of their property. That's the way I always look at it from a real estate perspective. And the few things that I love right off the bat is how modern and functional the floor plan has now become. Removing the retaining, it wasn't a retaining wall, but it was just this big, massive wall in the middle of the room made no sense, right? It was just outdated. The second bedroom isn't the biggest, but the way they maximize that space to make it a flexible room of office and guest room is really appealing to me from a resale perspective. Of course, like Kyle has already mentioned, they've upgraded a lot of things internally that you cannot see, which help boost the value when we go to sell that property. So on top of the cosmetic renovation, they touched on all those high ticket upgrades that make it very easy for me to say someone else's home, this home is now worth more than what they bought it for, not just from a cosmetic standpoint, but also from a structural and component standpoint.
Totally, the total value is just there, structurally, aesthetically, and functionally, which is so important. As beautiful as the house is, another aspect that I really love of reconstruction is the client satisfaction and experience. Can you go a little bit into kind of what the clients felt throughout this process?
So client satisfaction is probably at the utmost importance for both of us. I could speak for both of us there, I'm sure. Ultimately, after I closed escrow with them, making sure they were taken care of was at the top of my priority list. So referring them, to Kellow, I knew that was going to be the case. Being able to talk to them throughout the duration of the project and just get positive feedback from their experience working with Kyle always made me feel good, because whenever you make a referral, you're always nervous, could something go wrong? When you don't have to worry about that, when you hand over a client to somebody else and you know they're going to have the same experience that they've had with you, it's a really peaceful feeling to know that your client's taken care of. And I can speak for my client and know that they're 100% satisfied with Kellow Construction. And Kyle.
Yeah, I'll piggyback on that, Abel. I really appreciate you guys trusting us and entrusting with your clients. That means the world to us, man. We're a referral-based company. We're a small family-run company in town, and our reputation is everything, and taking care of people is everything. And back at you, I really appreciated how you guys, your team, continued to come do job site tours throughout the process, check in on things, make sure it was up to your standards too. That was very unique in my experience, and it gave me a sense of trust too, knowing that the clients were being taken care of on all angles, and knowing that we could support each other throughout this process, and I'm sure they felt it as well.
Well, this has really been an incredible transformation. Now that you're done with this project, what's Kellow Construction up to?
we're designing, we're building, we are taking on new projects. We're doing a lot of historical renovations, full house remodels, commercial as well. So yeah, get into our queue, give us a call, check us out, follow us on Instagram, and yeah, we're looking forward to just meeting new people in the community.
So you know we do endorse Kellow Construction, so if you are looking to have your home remodeled or set up a consult, definitely reach out to him. Thank you guys so much for taking this tour with us and checking out the before and after of this beautiful project. I'm Abel Ramos with Compass.
I'm Jackie Potter with Compass. We'll see you next time.